Good morning, Cancer. I have a crow feather with me today because the crows are very, very active around my house at the moment. If you've been following my videos for a while, you'll know that me and the crows, we've got this thing going. They warned me about my neighbour's death. Yeah, they definitely they wake me up in the mornings, they're like, get up, we want you to do a reading. So I do feel like they're trying to communicate stuff with me. I had a reading, one of my own readings, not one that I did, but one that I watched, that felt very personal, where the person was like, watch out for black birds around your house. And I'd never seen any black birds around my house before. And then a couple of weeks after she'd said, I'd watched this reading, they all started appearing, and they're definitely trying to communicate things. I feel like it's almost like they're trying to communicate messages from beyond the veil. Like perhaps it's something to do with people who have passed over. So perhaps there's a siren there. So I don't know if that's some kind of signifier for you. Now, oh, there they are. Nope, I was just about to say they've gone now, but they just flew past the window again. They're getting really close to the window. It's a massive flock of about 10. At one point, two went and sat on the chimney opposite my house, on another house opposite me, sat on the chimney sort of staring at me, and then another two sat on another chimney staring at me. So the in twos, and then there's a big flock of them. So I don't know what this is, but they're up to something. I'm a bit freaked out, to be honest. So yeah, we've got the crow feather. It's a crow reading. It's also feeling like an old theme for you is coming back up again, Cancer. I think we kind of had it for a few readings and it kind of went away, and now it's come back again. But it's this kind of Marilyn Monroe, Madonna business that you had going on for a while. It's like somebody's a bit of a performer, maybe somebody is on Instagram, or perhaps they're an actress. They have a lot of attention, they've got a lot of eyes on them, and there's a plane now. I don't know, maybe planes are significant for you. Flying, perhaps that's what the crows are here for. Perhaps somebody needs to take a flight. No, they're telling me take flight. Somebody needs to take flight, right? So somebody perhaps needs to leave a situation. Excuse me, someone's having trouble speaking, my throat's closing up. All sorts going on for you today, Cancer. I'm feeling a little bit over emotional as well. I didn't have enough sleep last night. I feel a little bit like I'm on the verge of tears, so I don't know if that's your energy as well. Where was it up to? So yeah, we're going back to this reading. The ones that I kind of went back through and found a couple of them. One of them was a Cancer reading, the 17th of September. It was called Material Girl. I don't know if you want to go and check that out. Then there was another one for Pisces, which was the 26th of September, What Doesn't Bend Breaks. So the reason why I'm saying this is coming back up is you're getting some of the songs from those readings. I'll start off with God is a Woman by Ariana Grande. This one's been coming through for the past week or so, keeps coming back around. It seems to be a bit of a common theme throughout readings, so I'm not quite sure what the significance of that song is. There is quite a sexual element to it. Ariana Grande did cover that Marilyn Monroe song, the Daddy song. What was it? My Heart Belongs to Daddy. So Ariana Grande did do a cover of that. So it may be a singer perhaps that we're dealing with here. Somebody perhaps who does perform on stage, or they have some kind of platform, I'm being told. The next song that came through was Let Me Help You by Tayla Parx. Let me help you love me. Flow. We can just let this flow. Seconds that slow you down. You should just let me go. Something like this. Those are the lyrics that kept repeating. Flow. We should just let this flow. Then you got If You Ever Saw Her by Ricky Martin, which again was from that Pisces reading. So it's like it's coming back around again, a Cancer and a Pisces, or somebody with these placements in the chart. This energy between these two energies coming back in. It was, I think originally it came through, I'd watched Lazy. It was a YouTube clip called Lazy by Marilyn Monroe, where she's performing on the stage, and this guy comes in and he's either like the writer of the play or he's like the producer of the play or something, and he comes in and he's like, I'm going to marry that girl. But Marilyn's kind of, she's got a lot of admirers in the play, in the performance. She's got a lot of admirers. She's taking phone calls off people. She's kind of playing these different guys. Now, there was a line in that, if you ever saw her, which is like, I can't remember the exact line, actually. I've not wrote it down, but the impression that I was getting, the feeling that I was getting was this person who, it's like the masculine energy is almost giving up on the female energy. He's like, well, I don't want to be played. You know, I see the way she treats all these other guys. They're giving me look, be a lady now. I see the way she treats all these other guys. Like, she's sort of like flirting with them. She's, it's almost like she wraps people's hearts around her little finger, and then breaks the hearts. It's like she gives people hope and then breaks the heart, something like this. And it's like, I'm just another one of those people that she's played, is kind of the energy that I was getting from that song, If You Ever Saw Her, by Ricky Martin. But this energy is very much besotted, very besotted, because I was also getting I Don't Want to Miss a Thing by Aerosmith. I don't want to close my eyes, I don't want to fall asleep because I'll miss you, and I don't want to miss a thing. But I wasn't getting it. For some of you, this is somebody that you've slept with, not necessarily sexually, but it is somebody that you've been very, very close to. You know, perhaps you lay in this person's arms. For others of you, I'm guessing more that I am getting social media through, like Instagram or something, where it's like, you don't want to miss when this person's online. I don't want to miss a thing. I can't sleep because I'm worried that I'm going to miss something. So the male energy is this kind of quite besotted energy, and I don't think he quite trusts the feminine energy that's coming through. But the feminine energy is coming back as being equally besotted. I'm getting Hopelessly Devoted by Olivia Newton-John. Hopelessly devoted to you. I know I'm just a fool who's... They feel the same way about each other. I know I'm just a fool who's willing to sit around and wait for you. Hold on to my hand, there's nothing left for me to do. Hopelessly devoted. So it's... it's like the mirroring, they're both the same. They're absolutely smitten with each other, these two energies, but they both feel like each other have a lot of attention or admirers, or they're out of each other's reach somehow. Like the masculine energy is definitely, I think both, right? Olivia Newton-John in that film, she's scared of getting played, isn't she, by John Travolta? And he is a bit of a player in the past, but it's like, you know, he really likes her. So it's, they're giving me quid pro quo, Clarice. I don't know why they're giving me that. I think it's just that they're saying it's like equal. It's, you know, they're in the same position. It's something like this. You know what, boys? That girl is amazing, but she will drive you crazy. Look out. What's this? Someone trusting their eyes and not their heart. Yeah, that was my note. So from that Ricky Martin song, it was like, so if you were watching Marilyn Monroe on that stage, I'm sorry to go back to this, I feel like I'm repeating the same reading at this point, but it's like they're having a lot of trouble believing that each other like each other or something like this. And so I don't know, maybe they just need a bit of a boost, whoever these people are. Yeah, it's like if you were watching Marilyn Monroe on that stage and she's taking all these phone calls off all these guys, but you can see that she's not actually interested. She's playing them along, but she's not really interested. But it's like, hi Bessie Boo. Beep beep. Grandad David's here. He drives past and says beep beep. I'll be back with you in a minute. Right, I'm back. The crows are still stalking me out there. They're going this. It's like an episode. It's like that film, The Birds. They're all like lining up and staring at me and flying around in big groups. I'm a bit scared. Right, I can't for the life of me remember where I was up to. Yeah, you got Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here. I do feel like this is more social media. Then you got Enrique, Rhythm Divine. All I need is the rhythm divine. And again, when I dream of you, the sweetest dream would never do. I don't want to close my eyes. I don't want to fall asleep. Yeah, that's Aerosmith again. It's sleep rhythm, sleep patterns. Perhaps something here to do with like the the sleep cycle. You know, like you go into like a light sleep, then a deep sleep, and then a dream state, and then something to do with sleep cycles, perhaps. I've lost track of what I wanted to say now. Yeah, I just feel like, I don't know, maybe there's confidence issues or something. I've got confidence issues as a note for Leo. The other thing I wanted to talk about was I'm getting North Node stuff through. North Node and Lilith. I've been thinking about doing a set of readings on kind of the more obscure aspects of people's charts. And I don't know, North Node seemed to be prominent for you when I was watching those other readings back. One of them was talking about sign confusion, about mixing up somebody's sign. So I've got North Node question mark. I don't know. Could be someone's North Node. Right. And then I've got the word fool. Fool. The fool card fell out of both of these packs as I was shuffling. So somebody may be ready to take a leap of faith. Perhaps one of these two people. You know, maybe feeling foolish in the situation. The Fool card is a card about closing out an old cycle and taking a leap of faith into a new cycle. Sort of going off your gut instincts, trusting the universe, trusting that you're going to land on your feet. You know, possibly travelling, but travelling quite lightly. Again, I was getting that kind of taking flight stuff. Perhaps this is like you may have to leave the place that you're at kind of quite abruptly and just kind of like grab a few basic essentials. It could be like a surprise trip, right? It could be like a friend comes to you and says, I've got this ticket, I've got this extra ticket to a holiday. Somebody was meant to come, but they haven't been able to come. Do you want to come at the last minute? And it's like, yeah, but you have to kind of grab your bags really quickly. Something like this, perhaps. I'm just trying to brush off. I've got some dust on my phone. I'm just trying to kind of brush it away. And that was the cat making weird noises, if you heard that. She's watching the crows. She's watching the crows and getting quite excited. So she's making these weird little... Now the two lined up looking at me, or looking at Bess. It's like a Mexican standoff there, black cat and two black crows. Right, okay, I'm going to tune into the energies and we're going to start to pull some cards for you. I don't know what's going to come through. It could be more of this storyline that I've been picking up on for a while now for you, Cancer, of these two people, or it could be something completely different. So yeah, I'll see what we get. Back with you in a sec. As I was tuning in there, my hands started hurting. Now it's funny because I was doing this yesterday in yesterday's reading, and then this morning as I was waiting for the kettle to boil to make my morning coffee, I was like properly rubbing it, like pressing and rubbing. And now I don't normally do that, so I feel like that's something else I'm picking up on, somebody else's energy. And with the pain here, what I'm getting is a big noisy car. What we're guessing is maybe somebody's got carpal tunnel syndrome or arthritis, something that affects causes a little bit of pain perhaps in the hands. Noisy car, could you please leave? How rude. So I don't know, maybe that's you, maybe that's somebody you know you're dealing with, but yeah, pain in my hand, particularly in my left hand today. I know, Beth, yeah, the crows are still flying over the house, so she's making the noises at them again. Right, okay, hair's in my way. Man holding a coin on the bottom there, I just spotted him. Yeah, he's got some interesting hair there as well, hasn't he? I like that grey stripe. Right, okay, card for Cancer, please. Oh, did you see how that came out? And they've gone in the reverse. Appreciation there as well. That came out yesterday for Gemini's reading. All tied up in reverse. Well, I'm taking that as probably a good sign. Perhaps somebody's not tied up anymore. And Goddess of the Moon. Okay, interesting. They're both very blue. Very, very blue cards. Perhaps somebody's a bit blue. I know I am. Blue could be somebody's favourite colour. They're giving me Lana Del Rey again. I think that came through yesterday, did it? Or was it... Who did it come through for? Blue is the colour of the shirt of the man I love. I've lost it. It did come through for somebody this week though. I'm just excuse me a minute while I have a look through my notes. I can't remember who it came through for. It came through for somebody. Blue is the colour of the shirt of the man I love. The goddess of the moon can signify secrets, intuition, a lot of emotion. I said that somebody could be really over emotional here, and the moon, Cancer, is water energy, so it's associated with your sign, more Pisces, but yeah, you definitely have moon energy affecting your sign. The goddess of the moon is a card about somebody who can be very emotional. It can be like a silver screen siren. So yeah, very consistent actually with what's been coming through this morning for me. All tied up, feeling quite trapped, feeling like you can't move where you want to move. Somebody could be trapped in a relationship perhaps, or feeling like the hands are tied in some situation. You can see she's almost getting like, come and rescue me though, right? Very damsel in distress, this energy. So I'm going to actually read from the books for these. I'm going to read upright first and then reversal. So it's up to you to decide which one fits your situation and which one doesn't. Daughter spirit? No, that's not what I want. 52. I looked at 32. Perhaps this is like the daughter spirit for you. 52, goddess of the moon. It's interesting as well because that healer of the ages seems to be coming out a lot for me at the moment. It came out in another reading as well that I watched this morning. Right, so goddess of the moon, intuition going within, upright. This card shows an eternal spirit holding the bright reflective moon and standing in front of a crystal clear waters of a sparkling waterfall. Her arms are stretched upwards, receiving the light of the moon, the light of inspiration. This card is all about intuition, the ability to receive insights from your soul's point of view. Receiving this card upright tells you that you have the power to get intuitive information on all types of issues, and now is the time to use it. Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying with that note that I made. It's like somebody's trusting their eyes. That's what I was saying when Grandad David interrupted. So it's like somebody's trusting their eyes and not trusting the heart. It's like they're taking what they see as fact, as like surface value, but actually there's kind of secrets here. There's a need to use your intuition and look beneath the surface, because all isn't as it appears to be. So you need to really trust your heart. Trust your instincts. What is that telling you? Intuition is really important right now, I think, for you. This card is all about intuition, the ability to receive insights from your soul's point of view. Receiving this card upright tells you that you have the power to get intuitive information on all types of issues, and now is the time to use it. The goddess of the moon brings you all sorts of information, from the mundane to the spectacular. For instance, you could get the urge to take a different route home from work and find out later that you've avoided a 3-hour traffic jam. I've got a bit of an anecdote. I wonder if I can tell it. It's somebody else's story. Or you may have an idea for a great invention, a stock investment, or a spellbinding novel. This card could also indicate a significant blossoming of psychic ability and mediumship, even on a professional level. You're always blessed with this ability to connect, but this card is telling you that now is the perfect time to open up. Get ready for the amazing inspiration this brings. Okay. Kind of an example, like what is coincidence and what is not coincidence. I don't want to tell too much of this story because it's not my story to tell, but I have a friend who... something happened that prompted them to take a bit of a walk that they weren't intending to take, and they ended up stumbling across somebody who needed help. And I noticed the time that they sent a message through to me saying that they were going to go for a walk, and it was like not consecutive numbers. There was like number patterns there. I can't remember. It was like 22, 22 or something like this, or 11, 11. I think it's something like this. And I said, oh my goodness, the time that you sent that message to me, you know, it had these numbers. And then this person went out and helped someone that they wouldn't have helped if they were not there at that specific time. So I hope that person doesn't mind me telling that story. I hope I've been vague enough. But this is kind of what it's telling me. It's like intuition, divine timing. You could get the urge to take a different route home. So the urge, what's your urge telling you? Yeah, it's a strong, like, feel a very strong connection today with you, Cancer, especially with all the birds. Yeah. This card shows a woman, I'm sorry, I'm reading all tied up now. This card shows a woman tied up with vines around her wrists, body and arms. Receiving this card upright represents a situation in your life where things seem to be severely stuck. A major drama may be going on around you, stopping you from moving forward, or it may be that some technicalities are blocking your way. Perhaps you're waiting for a contract to be signed or an agreement to be made. Whatever is holding things up, the restrictions may be feeling quite oppressive at this time. If this isn't technically the case for you, what's tying you up is your own personal stuff. Look at your life and see how you can be your own jailer. Are you tying yourself up in some emotional angst or in a negative habit that you refuse to deal with? If so, it's time to cut the vines and make some serious changes now. You needn't live in your self-imposed jail any longer. Interesting. Okay, so in the reverse then, I'm going to keep them in the upright, but I'm going to read them in the reverse. So the goddess of the moon in reverse. They did come out in reverse, so this is going to be for most of you. I just wanted to make sure I read both, because it can sometimes be like people at different points of a journey, I find, with these cards. So some people may be just going into it, or some people may be coming out of it. So in the reverse, this card reversed reveals a blocked intuition, an inner disconnect, or a sense of living in the dark. You have a deep desire to know your purpose and truth, but they can feel very distant. This is a message of dissatisfaction where your inner life is concerned. It's possible that extreme worry and discontent are the obstacles to inner peace and wisdom you seek. If so, you need to let that go and renew your faith in yourself and your eternal spirit. Get out of your own way, similar to this card, right? Get out of your own way and release the fear that's blocking the truth of your blessed eternal nature. Your soul, your higher self, knows you best, so allow stillness into your life. Listen to the stirring of your own intuitive voice and trust what you receive. So yeah, a similar message, but it's kind of similar to this all tied up card as well. Somebody is definitely not using their intuition, not trusting their intuition, or their intuition is blocked in the situation. You may literally need to go out and spend some time near water, or spend some time in the moonlight, something that could help you to connect with your more spiritual side. Do some yoga perhaps, or meditation, whatever helps you to kind of feel more spiritual and connected to your intuition. Not doing this is what's causing this feeling of being tied up, of feeling stuck in a situation. Trust your intuition to guide you out of any situation where you may be feeling stuck. Let's have a look. So this also came out in the reverse. This card reversed is telling you that the ties that bind are about to break loose. Phew, right? A previously stuck situation is opening up and the restrictions are clearing out. I don't know why I shouted then. This card reversed also indicates that you are ready to break free from the habits and patterns that have kept you tied up for so long. Get ready to free yourself. You have all the power and clarity at this point, so untie the binds of the patterns that have stopped you from being authentic and empowered. Now is the time to liberate yourself. So it has this kind of damsel in distress feeling to me here. Somebody who perhaps has had a bit of a victim mentality, perhaps has let their own fears or insecurities or anxiety, I'm getting, hold them back, to keep them bound, to keep them tied. You can see here she's her arms are free, and she's kind of bathing in that moonlight. So it's like even her head's tied up here, which the crown chakra is where your intuition comes from. It's where your connection to the universe is. My crown chakra gets, I can feel it when I'm about to get loads of messages. I can feel it coming in. It's like static, or it feels literally like my skull is opening up sometimes. So it's like she's got her head bound, perhaps her hands are bound, her head's bound. So if she's able to use her intuition, you can see that kind of glow on her head there, though. It's like, even though her head's bound, it's still, that intuition is still available to her. So yeah, anything that's been keeping someone stuck is hopefully going to clear up soon. You're hopefully going to be able to use your intuition to navigate out of this situation of feeling quite blocked and quite stuck. Okay, pop those up there. Let's get an energy for you. What do we have? Yeah, okay. Can definitely be contracts involved here. Hummingbird energy as well there. Interesting that kind of facing each other. I'm getting two people here. Somebody may be dealing with some sort of contract or justice system or legal system. Something that feels quite like contracts, contractual. Yeah, just legal. A situation that is to do with admin in some way, or yeah, it could be justice system, definitely. And it's funny as well, I was talking about flight, and we've got these two birds and all the crows. So I feel like somebody wants to leave a situation, perhaps wants to get out of a contract. They feel quite tied up, quite restricted by some kind of clerical issue or legal issue. There's a lot of potential energy here with this hummingbird. The hummingbird flaps very fast, but they don't move, they stay in one place. So it could be that there's kind of a lot of chaos around you, perhaps, or you're trying to do a lot of things at once, or you're very, very busy, but you don't feel like you're getting anywhere. You feel, but there's a very stuck energy here. Running in, they're telling me something like running in one place. I may not have got that entirely right. Running, like, it's like running on the spot, but they're telling me running in one place. And they're showing me a treadmill. Yeah, it feels like there's a lot of energy being expended, but it's not getting anyone anywhere. And it's because they're restricted. I'm almost seeing like a rubber band, around the bird's wings, or around the bird's beak. It's like maybe somebody can't speak their truth because of some kind of contract, they're restricted, but there's this rubber band energy, and it's like the more this goes on, the more energy builds up, right? There's more tension in that elastic. So I feel like it's almost like waiting for something, waiting for a contract to be signed, or I'm hearing released, someone's waiting to be released. But the energy is really building up. It could be that there's something to do with like tangible things here, to do with money or like career. I'm sort of seeing this circle with the yellow as like a pentacle. It could be, yeah, it could be money. It's like money tied up in some kind of legal situation. Like with the hummingbird with the banded beak, it's like say you were doing jury service, you can't talk about it because you're still doing the like while the case is in progress, you're not allowed to talk about it, you're not allowed to read the news, but once that case is over, you're then free to speak about it. Some sort of scenario like this where, yeah, somebody's definitely feeling very, very restricted. Perhaps they can't perhaps they need some information, or they want to give someone information, but like the hands are tied, they can't, my throat's closing up again. Somebody definitely can't speak the truth in a situation. They're giving me the truth, the whole truth, excuse me, and nothing but the truth. But it's like they can't. It's like maybe like waiting for your turn in court to say what you to state your side of the story, to state your case, but like having to sit there and listen to other people telling their story first. It's like waiting for your time to speak and give your evidence. Doesn't have to be that. It could be just be for one person, but it's kind of, I'm trying to describe the scenario that I'm getting. Freedom. They're giving me freedom, but they're doing it like a mix of Braveheart, freedom, you'll never take our freedom, freedom. It's like you know, when kids come running out of school on the last day of term and they're like, freedom. And they're giving it me George Michael, freedom, freedom. Is it George Michael? I won't let you down. Please don't give me up. Please don't give me up. I won't let you down. I'd really, really love to stick around. There's something I think you should know. Right, hang on. Why are they giving me this? There's something I think you should know. I think it's time we stopped the show. There's something deep inside of me. There's something I forgot to be. Someone I forgot to be. Take back your picture in the... They're telling me that's enough. Right, I'm going to write down George Michael, freedom. Sometimes the clothes do not make the man. All we have... No, still going. All we have to do is take these lies and make them true somehow. All we have to see is that I don't belong to you and you don't belong to me. And think, freedom! Right, okay. Yeah, because it could be like a divorce, some kind of divorce settlement, or getting out of some kind of job contract, jury duty. I don't know. This seems like there's money involved. Okay, let's. I'm gonna have a bit of my coffee and then we'll pull some more cards. Okay, I think I'm going to do this quite quickly and then interpret it today. So, look, it's trying to show me the Eight of Cups as well. And it's funny because I wanted to say the Eight of Cups and then I kind of forgot about it when I was talking about up here. The Eight of Cups is a card about wanting to walk away from a situation because you feel like it's not bringing you any emotional value. It's like there's a missing piece of the jigsaw puzzle. There's something missing for you emotionally. So you want to walk away to explore your options, to go out and kind of follow your true soul path. Again, we've got like entirely blue, right? A lot of blue here. Maybe somebody may be feeling blue. True blue. There's this moon up here as well. Yeah, this person needs to be guided by their intuition. This dolphin here represents love for me. It's a symbol of the goddess Venus. So this tells me somebody's like going out searching for the kind of like the one true love, possibly. For some of you, I'm going to put that back in. We'll see if it comes back out again in any particular, but I kind of want to keep it out, but I kind of want to see if it comes through as a placement. So how do I want to do this? Because these cards are kind of in the way now. If I put one there and one there and then one there. Right. Crow Feather, could you just move to one side for a minute? I'll just keep it sort of, there we go. You can see it peeking out at the top there. Past emotions, there we go. Temperance, a lot of patience, a lot of healing. Past thoughts, please, for Cancer. Waiting, lots of waiting. Action space, please. Past action space, please, for Cancer. Past action space, please, for Cancer. Ooh, Knight of Cups. Yeah, there's that love interest. Or an emotional offer of some kind. Lancelot, it's kind of like the Lancelot card, the knight in shining armour coming to rescue somebody, coming to rescue the trapped princess, right? Rapunzel in the tower. What's going on currently emotionally, please, for Cancer? Current emotions, Queen of Swords. There's that justice again, like wanting to speak the truth, wanting truth in a situation. Thoughts, please. Page of Swords again, a lot of trying to seek out the truth, a lot of wanting justice, or a lot of wanting a second chance, wanting redemption, wanting the truth to come out. Action space. Which way, please? Here it is. I told you it would want to come back out. Okay, it's coming through sideways, so I'm going to take it in the upright, but I'm going to take it as this is kind of on a bit of a tipping point. Similar to over here where it's like on the verge of walking away, but you're just waiting for something to come in, I think. Some kind of truth. Future emotions, just to kind of say the future emotions, the future space is malleable, it's changeable depending on your actions and the people around you. If you carry on the route that you're going on now, this is what's going to be your future, but you can make different decisions based on the information that comes out, which will change your future. And you can also take it as a heads up as well, like a bit of a forewarning. So King of Pentacles. So excuse me, sorry, if you are waiting for some kind of financial payout, this is probably looking quite good if this is you. Emotionally feeling like, yes, I've got what I wanted, I've got that stability, I've got that foundation that I've been waiting for. Could be if you're waiting for a job, perhaps you've applied for a job. This is like getting the job. Getting the job done, they're telling me. Getting the job done. Okay. Which way, please? Which way? Yeah, definitely. That was very, very certain. Did you see that? Yeah, going to be putting down these burdens. It's like that. This is going to end for you. This is, I think, coming to a close. Whatever this is for you. Action space, please. Action space, please. Which way, please? Which way? Still not taking action there, still not making a decision. Right, okay, in the underlying Six of Cups, yeah, wanting a bit of nostalgia for the past there, a bit of nostalgia for what was. Could have been some kind of relationship that you feel very nostalgic about. Childhood romance, perhaps. Nostalgia for your own childhood. Nostalgia for when your children were little, if you have older children. It's a card about sharing love, but it's going through quite like past energy. So right, okay, what do we have here? The only major arcana you have in this reading are Temperance, Karma, and the Chariot in reverse. So Temperance there being one of the major energies in this reading is telling me that you've had to wait a long time for something. You've had to be very, very patient, really try and keep yourself balanced, balancing your emotions and your passions, trying to stay grounded, doing some healing. The Karma card here is the Judgment card in the normal tarot. This is Sagittarian energy, this is Libran energy, this is Cancerian energy. Doesn't have to be those signs, but I like to say it when it's major arcana. The Karma card, the Judgment card, it can be a card about somebody getting karma, somebody getting either good karma or bad karma based on their actions of the past. It's also a card about facing judgment or a judgment call being made. Again, if you're dealing with some sort of court situation, here's the judgment call, and it could go good or bad depending on your actions, right? Depending on what karma's coming towards you. It's also a card about rebirth, death and rebirth, a second chance in life, revival of something. Normally the card depicts people rising out of the coffins, hearing the trumpet call to rise up and kind of to live again. So it could be somebody's having some sort of second chance in life, possibly, but it's probably waiting for some kind of judgment call being made there with that Page of Swords. So this is, I feel like this is what you're waiting for. This is what's been keeping you trapped. This has been what's causing this patience energy, this temperance energy, trying to stay balanced and grounded while you're waiting for this decision to be made here. The Chariot card in reverse, the Chariot is a card about the need to make a decision or to balance out two different opposing forces in order to move forward. It's a card that can represent travel, like literal travel, movement, cars, global travel. It's very fast, it's very fast action. I'm not quite sure it's in reverse, but we're going to pull clarifiers on that for you. So yeah, overview, I think we've pretty much cleared up what's going on in your reading. So let's just pull a card on Temperance. Can I get a card on Temperance, please? Temperance. Oh, there's been some competition. Whatever this temperance energy is, this patience, this waiting, this trying to keep balanced, maybe do some healing work, being temperate, right? It's because of some kind of conflicts. And here, this is in your emotions. You're trying to keep calm, keep balanced, perhaps because there's a lot of conflict going on around you. Perhaps there's definitely like a different sides here. Sorry, my video cut out. Fighting some sort of battle and having to keep you calm, keep you cool, while fighting whatever this battle is for you. It can be competition. So like I said, if you were going for some sort of job opportunity, this is like the other people who are fighting for that same position. You've emotionally, you've been doing very well at keeping balanced here. So yeah, what's this Three of Wands doing, please? Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, this does feel like it could be either a work situation for you, or it's involving material things, tangible things, wealth. The Three of Wands is, right, I've made a decision, I've turned my back to some choices, and he's holding on to this wand here, which represents the choice he's made. However, he's waiting for his ships to come in. It's like waiting for something he's invested in to pay off. The Eight of Pentacles here is really clarifying that it's some sort of investment for me. I'll just bring these closer while I talk about them. The Eight of Pentacles is someone who's kind of like mastering their craft. They're putting a lot of work into something, and they're kind of doing it over and over again in order to kind of become an expert at it. So it could be some sort of hobby for you. It could be literal work, that, you know, what you do as your profession, what you do as your job. Really kind of mastering something. You know, the spider spins its web every day, over and over again. So you could be... could possibly be turning your back on a previous job. You can see he's turned his back to this card, back to back. It could be somebody is back to back with you regarding some kind of material aspect of your life. But I see this as you've worked hard on something. The main thing that's coming through in your thoughts, in your past thoughts, you're thinking, I've worked really, really hard on something, and I'm waiting for the payoff now. But perhaps it's yeah, it could definitely be going for some kind of job. You know, this is you fighting off the competition, being very balanced, being very patient, waiting, thinking, I want my hard work to pay off here. I want all that work that I've put in to be recognised. The Knight of Cups is, again, it's this Lancelot card of somebody who's, they've got a lot of love to give. They've got a lot of emotions to share. The sort of person who goes riding in to save the day. Can you tell me about the Knight of Cups, please, in the past action space? Okay, quite a lot of cards here. Got a bit of a story. The Magician. Yeah, I thought we'd see the Magician. The Ten of Wands, the Death card, Ten of Swords, the Death card, and then the Knight of Swords. So I see these two people coming together. So this story is, it starts with these two people on horses trying to come together. This person's coming with a lot of love. This person's coming with a lot of truth. This is loving communication. They can both be cards about communication and action, quite fast paced as well. So this person's coming forward with love, this person's coming forward with truth, but in the middle of all these obstacles. So over here you've got the Magician. This is somebody who's trying to make something happen. It could be just someone trying to make their dreams happen, right? If they've got a particular love interest in mind, or a particular fantasy of what they want their life to be like, this is them trying to kind of use the tools at their disposal to make it happen. There is some kind of painful ending here. You've got two cards about ending, and it's a complete ending. It's something that's like totally done. So it could be that you're trying to make something happen, but until these two people can come together, something really needs to close out here. This is kind of my Caesar card, feeling a little bit stabbed in the back. Death is like completely ending a cycle, completely turning your back on something and walking away. Doesn't have to necessarily be death. Can I get a clarifier on this Ten of Swords in the Death card, please? What is this Ten of Swords in the Death card? Queen of Cups. Could be that somebody walked away from a love interest. Could be that a relationship that looked like it was going to be full of love. One person was coming in with a lot of love. Really a huge amount of love to give. This is somebody really opening their heart here. coming forward saying, I'm ready to invest emotionally in this. But I feel like this other person just completely cut it out, ended it. No, done. This person was very invested. Okay, I'm going to put these cards back because they may come back again, and because I've already kind of covered that story. I'm going to put them back in. You can see me doing it. I'm going to put them in different points in the deck, so if they come back out together, we know that they were supposed to. So there we go. Right, okay, let's keep going. So I feel like in your current circumstances, this is this painful truth about this ending, but it's like an ending in a revival. It's an ending in a second chance. So it could be that whatever that relationship was, you're going to get a second chance here because of some kind of truth or clarity. It could go either way, I feel. Can you tell me about the Queen of Swords in the emotions, please, for Cancer? Queen of Swords in the emotions. Justice. Oh yeah, justice is definitely coming in. Could definitely be dealing with a Libra. Both these cards are Libra, but again, I feel like it's more some kind of justice system, legal system, contracts. Getting a lot of clarity here. Having the opportunity to speak your truth. Emotionally, though, it's not in your action space. It's emotionally wanting truth, wanting clarity, wanting justice in a situation. Being quite. The Queen of Swords is somebody who. She's not going to take any messing around. She'll cut things out if she thinks that something's unfair, if she thinks that something is unjust. A lot of air energy here, Cancer. This is all air energy. Libra and general air signs, so Aquarius, Gemini. It doesn't have to be. Swords represent thought, truth, clarity, action, communication. Regarding, oh, she's got so much heavy burdens here. Here's that Ten of Wands here, look, and it's up here as well. Emotionally, it's like I just want justice in a situation. I want truth, clarity. I want a fair outcome regarding something that felt like a very, very heavy burden. Could be something to do with a father, with these deer in the background, male deer, what are they called? Elks, stags. That's what I was going for. It could be a father and son issue here. Doesn't have to be. Could be secrets involved up there. This is somebody who's carrying a very, very heavy burden. They've been carrying it for a long time, really feeling the weight of the world on the shoulders, and about to put down. Tens are about endings before a new beginning comes in. So this is putting down those burdens, emotional burdens, emotional baggage, perhaps, possibly inherited from how you grew up, or it could be work, just feeling really, really overloaded at work. An unfair situation where you've taken on all the burdens, but yeah, it's wanting justice here, wanting clarity, wanting to cut something out that feels like a heavy burden. Can you tell me please about the Page of Swords and karma? Secrets here though. Ten of Swords, look at all it, yeah, something really, really ending here. You had the Ten of Swords down here with this Knight of Cups. There's someone showing concern here. You can see this small deer here. You've got like reoccurring deer and stag energy. Represents an emperor in the making here. The Page of Swords, it could be somebody coming in with information, coming in with news, making a statement. I'm hearing. I don't normally say making a statement in reference to the Page of Swords, but I feel like somebody is making a statement. There's going to be karma here served, and something is ending. Something absolutely ending. Tens, the death card all over this reading. The karma card itself means death and revival. Something is absolutely ending here. I feel like it's definitely this situation. Whatever's felt like a heavy burden. Something very difficult, absolute ending. Situation's done, over, walking away, flipping that fire behind you, that's match behind you, right, and walking away. And here's the action being taken, here's the walking away. So tell me more about the Eight of Cups, please. Yeah, it's emotional. There's the Queen of Cups again, walking away from the Queen of Cups. Or is the Queen of Cups walking away? So somebody was definitely very emotionally invested in a connection here, putting the all in, putting the heart and soul into something. It could be a relationship, it could be work, but they absolutely, like, in the heart space, emotionally totally invested in something, and expressing it. But there's a sense that of being unfulfilled, so somebody is walking away from this. Can you get me one more card on the Queen of Cups, please? It could be you, Cancer. It could be that somebody was over emotional, somebody wasn't happy. The Nine of Cups in the upright is happiness, contentment, emotional fulfillment, being good on your own. But they're not, right? The Eight of Cups, they're not the Nine of Cups. There's something missing. They're not happy on the inside. Not using their intuition, though, here. Really not connecting to the spiritual side, not using their intuition in the situation. Could be very much over emotional. I was picking up on that here. Can you see the similarity again of those two cards? Somebody who's very, very over emotional, can't balance out their emotions. Could be a bit of a drama queen. Could drink too much. Yeah, somebody's walking away from a situation where somebody, I don't know, it could be the same person, could be a different person. Someone was over emotional, too much emotion, unbalanced emotion. Couldn't make this person happy because they weren't happy within themselves. Okay, they're telling me stuff. Could be that someone was, it could be that this was the burden. Somebody was dealing with somebody. It could be a family member. Could be someone at work. Somebody was dealing with somebody who was always all over the place emotionally, messy emotionally. Very, very codependent. This is intuitive. Sorry, this is what I'm getting through. Very codependent. Really over emotional. Always up and down. Very needy, needing a lot of emotional support to the extent that this person felt very, very burdened by it. It's like this person was putting all this emotional weight on this other person's shoulders, and it got too much for this person to bear, so they had to put everything down. I think I had a reading like that, the pick a card reading that I did, the peacock reading. Feels like it could be tied to that. Please tell me about this King of Pentacles. Why is the King of Pentacles here in the emotions? Yeah, here's the success, right? So if you... Hi, Bessie Boo. Yeah. If you've been waiting... Oh, my goodness. So if you've been dealing with a situation that involves money or material things, like I said, it could be work, right? Going for some kind of promotion. It could be somebody who's very... I said down here somebody's waiting for the hard work to pay off. Whatever that hard work was. It could be working hard on... your family life, your home situation. It could be working hard on career. Whatever it was, it does feel like justice is coming in here. Somebody's getting the karma, and that's being rewarded. The King of Pentacles, earth energy, somebody's very, very grounded, practical, may have a lot of material wealth or the ability to make it, very steadfast, reliable, grounded, can make things happen. And this is where the success is. This is success coming in. This is victory, reward and recognition for all your hard work, I feel. But here's this Two of Swords. This tells me that there could be a decision point coming up. There could be a choice to make in your thoughts. Again, it could be getting success, getting reward and recognition in a job and thinking, right, well, what's next? Do I stay here or do I move on to something else? This is saying that you need to use your intuition. You can't think your way out of this situation. The swords are crossed over the heart space, so this person needs to unblock the heart space, trust their instincts to guide them out of a situation here. The kind of blindfolded. Again, a sense of justice, right? Justice is blind. It could just be that, has the Justice card come out? Yeah, the Justice card has come out here, so it could just be... you can see the similarity of these two cards. It could just be because this card has already come out, they've given me the same message, but with this card instead, because they can't give me the same card from the same pack twice. So you can see she's blindfolded on both these cards. The swords are crossed in a similar way to these two beams of light. So what this is actually telling me in that case is that there is balance coming in, there is justice. Emotionally, it's like you're going to have success because of some hard work that you've put into a situation. Tell me about the Ten of Wands in reverse. Is this person not able to put down something? Nine of Wands in reverse, Ten of Cups in reverse, Seven of Cups in reverse. Okay, what do we have here? So the Ten of Wands into the Nine of Wands. This person, in the thoughts, they've not put down this baggage. Whatever this baggage was in their emotions earlier, you've had some kind of ending, but I feel like it's not ended. Either it's death and revival, right? It's revival of a situation that felt like it was about to end, but it's having a second chance. It's having a rebirth. So it's like still carrying those wands. It's the 10 into the 9. So it's like back on the journey, back on the path, back to the grindstone. I'm hearing. Continuing to persevere with something, but it could just be that this is now approaching the end of a situation. The Nine of Wands is a wounded warrior card. It's somebody who's been on a long journey for a long time, and they're getting very, very tired, but they're persevering. They know that they're close to the finish line. In the reverse, it could just be that this journey is nearly over now, or it's giving me quite stuck energy. It's being like stuck in that cycle. Again, I said that you can change outcomes here. This is in your thoughts. You're thinking, how do I, you've got that all tied up card, right? It's like, how do I get out of this situation though? Maybe trying to manifest an ending, but the ending's not coming, but you're not happy because someone's really overwhelmed by their options. They're spoilt for choice. They can't choose. They can't, there's just too many options and it's confusing them, and they're not very happy because the Ten of Cups in reverse, the Ten of Cups in the upright is like complete happiness with other people. You get the Nine of Cups in the upright, this is somebody who is emotionally stable on their own. They're not codependent, and then once you're like that, you can then enter into relationships with other people who are like that and have a very equal, fair, emotionally stable, fair relationships with other people. But if somebody's Nine of Cups in reverse, they're clingy, they're over emotional, they can't make themselves happy. They're this is still showing as somebody, Cancer, I'm sorry, it's showing as your energy, somebody who's emotionally or just all over the place. I feel like you really need to use your intuition, get grounded, get emotionally stable. It could be you, it could just be that you're dealing with somebody else who maybe has these placements in the chart. But Cancer, you are a very emotional sign. You do tend to get a bit teary-eyed, right? You've got that big heart space, which is why you've got that outer shell that protects you. But you can't, you're not going to have the Ten of Cups if you're emotionally unstable. You can't expect other people to keep picking you up off the ground every time you have an emotional breakdown. You have to learn how to support yourself, otherwise it's not fair on other people around you. And this isn't me saying that you're a burden, or this isn't me saying you can never be happy. This is hopefully bringing you a little bit of clarity about not to be codependent on other people for your happiness. You need to perhaps do some shadow work, and you can do this. I've done this myself. I've been in that situation where I've been a bit of an emotional wreck myself in the past, where I've learned how now to just take some time to myself when I'm feeling over emotional. I know that I just kind of have to take a little bit of time away to kind of process why I'm feeling that way, and to kind of make notes, take steps to figure out how I can get out of that situation that's making me unhappy. Not relying on other people to save you, not being the princess in the tower waiting for someone to come in like this knight in shining armor and sweep you off your feet, but to say, okay, well, I'm stuck here, I'm not happy, so what do I need to do? What tangible steps do I need to take in order to get myself out of this situation? I always feel like I want to go and get a a card from another deck that says, be the princess in your own story. Yeah, so you can do it, Cancer. I believe in you, okay? As I said, this is a heads up. You know, this is your future position. We don't want to get into that in the future, right? We want to be emotionally stable. We want these cards to be this way up. So now, while you've got the chance, what are you going to do to manifest this for your future? To manifest strong relationships that aren't codependent. How are you going to make yourself happy so that you can make others happy and be in healthy relationships? So maybe that's something you can figure out. There's no kind of time limit to this, so this could be like 10 years in your future. Excuse me. So there's plenty of time to work on that, and change your fate in the future here. So I'm going to pull a card on why the Chariot is in reverse. Look, I've turned those up for you already. You know, I've taken the step. Be decisive. The Seven of Cups in reverse is indecision. The Chariot in reverse is indecision. You may have to trust your instincts. Be decisive. Take action. Tell me please about the Chariot in reverse. Yeah, there you go. The Hangman. Too much time waiting around, too much time trying to look at things from different perspectives. All it does is get you all tied up. It gets you stuck in a loop, stuck in a negative cycle. So you need to get out of that hanging around energy and actually take action. You need to get that Chariot in the upright, because I feel like whatever you were waiting for is here in your present. The justice, the karma, it's all here in your present. So once that contract ends, or once you're not tied up anymore, what are you going to do? It's like perhaps you're spoiled for choice. There's too many job offers coming your way. You don't know where your happiness lies. You don't know what to do. You're very emotionally overwhelmed here. But this is almost saying to you, just do something, just take action, just make a choice, any choice, take action. It's like saying, I remember when I was going to pick my final module for university, I was very, very stuck between two choices. I was like, do I take this choice, which is the sensible choice, it's the easy choice, it's something I know that I can do, or do I take this choice that feels a lot more crazy, a lot more like it's going to be much more challenging for me, but it's where my interest lies. And I followed my intuition and I made the choice to do the more difficult course because it was more interesting to me than doing something that I know I could already do and I was going to kind of do over and over again. So yeah, just make the decision. This is kind of telling me, just make the choice. Stop, get out of being stuck. Look again, she's got the blindfold on, she's overthinking everything, all tied up. You're getting trapped by your own thoughts, your own indecision, your own being too over emotional about choices where you just have to make a choice, you just have to move. Sorry, Cancer, but I've got to tell you how it's coming through. If it's not your story, if you're like, nah, I'm emotionally good, I'm 9 of Cups all the way, I'm 10 of Cups, I've made my choices, I've taken action, then this just isn't your story. I asked for the most important message to come through that's going to do the most good for the people coming to the reading today. So if it is your message, Spirit's got your back. Spirit's got your back. They just want you to make decisions, to be decisive, to not allow yourself to get stuck in these cycles. I see it as a cycle, you know, especially with that karma card and then going back into this 10 of Wands. It's like you're kind of almost like burdening yourself because you get stuck in these repetitive cycles of indecision, of overthinking, of getting over emotional about stuff, where sometimes just doing it is like, you know, that meme, that Nike meme, which is like, just do it. I think that needs to be your mantra for a little while. Stop overthinking, stop getting all over emotional about it, because it just keeps you trapped. Just make a choice, just do it. If it doesn't work out, you can take a different path another day, right? Nothing's final. Right, let's go. Yeah, same message, I think. Breathe. Get emotionally stable. Do some yoga. Do some meditation. Get balanced. And then Yin in the reverse. This to me, before I read the deck, Yin in the upright is saying be passive. Let opportunities come to you. Go with the flow. Be in that kind of more feminine cycle of allowing things to come to you, where in reverse this is saying no, you need to be decisive. You need to stop waiting for someone to come and rescue you. You need to like get out there and be the princess in your own story. Number 2. this is absolutely really relates to me as well. And I'm Libra with a Gemini moon, so I am definitely an overthinker. I definitely get trapped in my own thoughts sometimes, trying to think through every situation to the point where I stop moving completely. I just get like a rabbit in the headlights. I'm like, I can't make a decision because everything feels so overwhelming now. I've thought about everything too much. Where sometimes if I just trust my instincts, if I just think, what makes me happy, or what do I want to do, what do I feel like I want to do, then that can sometimes help me. I've got Mars in Sagittarius, which is a very decisive sign. It's I want it, I'm going for it. So yeah, if I just trust my emotions, my heart space, my passions, it gets me out of that blimmin' Libra Gemini air sign overthinking energy. Right, yin in, we don't have reversals here, so 1 second. Okay, so this is definitely going to depend on who you are in the situation. You may not be the person who's over emotional, because the advice card here is a little bit different. Somebody here may be dealing with somebody who is over emotional. I guess I got mixed up because of the Cancerian card here. The reason why I'm saying this is the protection message is, do you have trouble receiving? You stop the flow of abundance when you continually insist upon being the giver. You can't always lead, always give, always teach. You must be the student, the open vessel, and the one who receives the gift, gesture, or offer in equal measure. Open up and let love, life, abundance, and spirit fill you without demand or expectation. Just receive the bounty that is yours. So go with the flow. Tayla Parx, the first song, right? Was it the first one? The second song that came through. Flow. We should just let this flow. Relationship message. Let others take the lead right now. Your power lies in small gestures, soft awareness, and conscious surrender. By yielding the reins, so that's why this was in reverse. See, I'm just a tarot card reader. I don't always get it right. So yield the reins. Stop trying to take control. Yielding the reins, you will find yourself effortlessly moving closer to what you truly desire. Permit others to tell you who they are and who they can be to you by allowing their actions to speak about them. You'll be pleasantly surprised. Okay, so it could be the case that somebody's got themselves a little bit too overly emotionally invested in something. To the point where it does feel like a bit of a burden, perhaps trying to make a relationship happen. We had all this stuff about somebody coming forward with a lot of love. It could be that somebody's been too enthusiastic, too clingy, too emotionally invested in the situation, where perhaps actually just, trying to control it, possibly being very, very excited about it. So perhaps taking a step back, going with the flow, chilling out a little bit, stopping overthinking, may actually open up the channels and allow this gift to come to you rather than you chasing it. Allow other people to show you what they can be to you via their actions. So just breathe, take a time out, take a hot bath, chill. Chill, Cancer. Okay, I hope that was helpful to you. I don't know exactly what's going on with that reading, but it was very interesting. Curious to know what's going on there. I'm working tomorrow, so I'm going to go and have a nap, refresh my energy, and then I'm going to go into Leo's reading. Curiouser and curiouser, right, Cancer? Do take care. I hope that was helpful to you. Leave me a like if you like, subscribe if you haven't already, share this with friends if you think it'll help them out. And if you don't want to do any of those things, if you just want to come in and stealth watch, that's okay with me too. Take care, Cancer. Bye bye.